What we're doing is the review for chapter 5, and the questions here, if you notice this first one, what is the correct width for a doorway? That comes directly from the book. And if you recall in the book, we were talking about the different sizes. And I'm looking at this page that tells us what the different sizes are. And if you notice, it says about the different things. And so you can see the correct width for a doorway would be about 1 meter. A triangle with 3 equal sides. That's also in our diagrams. I'd like to show you the choices. Scalene, all 3 sides are different. Isosceles, 2 sides are the same. Equilateral, all sides are the same length. So that's what you want to pay attention to when you get to oh, this is 3 equal angles. I'm sorry, I did 3 equal sides. Let's look at the triangles by angles. All acute angles, 1 obtuse angle, right angles, and equal angular, all are 60 degrees. Okay, next one. We have to change this, and the way you do it is you would press 2.720555556 and press that as a degrees, and then when you press equals, it will change to hours, minutes, and seconds. Next. Convert 59 pounds or ounces to pounds. There are 16 ounces in a pound, so we would press 59 divided by, over 16, because it's 59 pounds in ounces, and then do the shift S to D to get it to be a decimal, and record the whole thing. Next one, you have to subtract, and you would use the shift fraction key, 9 pounds, 1 ounce, and remember there's 16 ounces in a pound, so you have to have the denominator be 16, and then subtract 3 pounds, shift fraction key, 3 pounds, 4 ounces, and then after you press equals, make sure you press shift S to D so that you get the answer. And then record, if the denominator has to be 16. If it's not, you have to multiply to get the denominator to be 16. Next one, I just deleted my calculator. Shift fraction 8 and 7/8, and since there's 8 ounces in a cup, we want to multiply by 8, and that will give us the number of ounces. Next one. This one is in quarts, so when we do shift, for the first one, we can just press 19, but then we're going to subtract shift fraction key 9 and 1/4. And then after you press equals, make sure you press shift S to D to get it to come out right. Next one, probably the easiest way to do this one, I'm going to get the conversion chart up here. What did I do wrong? That was not wise. Get the metric conversion chart up here. And we want to we want to have it be 6,372 milligrams to grams. So the first thing you do is you put in the decimal point after milligrams, because that's where you start. And then you put in 6,000, I forgot it was, 372. And then you shift the decimal point. It's no longer there. You shift it to after the units, because remember that stands for meters, grams, and liters. So we would say 6 point, and then followed that up. Next one, convert grams to ounces. So it'd be 130 there. Oops, shift conversion. And if you look at your conversion numbers, we went too far. Grams to ounces is number 22. So 22, and it'll say grams to ounces, and then you can press equals. And the last one, 19 point, oh, that's the last one on this sheet. Sorry about that. 19.4, and this time the conversion is Celsius to Fahrenheit, which is number 38. Shift conversion 38, and then you got Celsius to Fahrenheit. Next page. Parallel lines. If you recall, if this one here is 98 degrees, this one is supplementary to it. So you're going to take 180 minus 98, and that's what that one is. And then this angle down here corresponds to angle A, and they are equal. So that's how you get that one. Next one, perimeter of a regular hexagon. Remember, a hexagon has 6 sides, and regular means all 6 of them are the same length. So I'm going to try to draw all 6 of them being the same length, and they're all 8.6. So we would take our calculator and take 8.6 times 6, because remember there's 6 sides in a hexagon. Next one. Find the area of a right triangle. This is probably the hardest one in the test, because there are two steps to this problem. The first thing you have to do, area is base 22.1. Actually, that's the area of any triangle, so it doesn't matter. Area is 1/2 base times height, and so we would take 1/2, well, we can do it on our calculator, 0.5, that's 1/2, times 11.1 times 22.1, and that will be our answer. For the next one, you've got an aquarium, so we have to draw an aquarium that is 52.08 by 35.34 by 18.6, and just multiply those 3 numbers together. That's the volume. Volume is length times width times height. Next one, convert 5 feet to yards. Where'd my calculator go? convert 5 feet to yards, we would take 5 over 3, and it wants us to write it not as a fraction, but as a shift fraction, as a mixed number. So make sure you make that change. Next one, another subtracting problem. So use the shift mixed fraction 23 and 1/12, because there's 12 inches in a foot. Subtract shift mixed number 7 and 2/12, and make sure you change that into a mixed number. And then when you get done, you would read, so this number is read as the feet, and this number is read as the inches. Now, if it came out to be 1/6, you'd have to multiply top and bottom by 2, because the bottom only works if it's 12, and so this would be 2 inches. Find the perimeter. Oh, I'm sorry, we did this one wrong up here. Let's look at this one here. Find the area of a right triangle. So we've got to draw the right triangle. Find out how long that third side of the triangle is. If this is 22.1 and this is 11.1, you're gonna have to use your calculator and use the Pythagorean theorem. 22.1 squared plus 11.1 squared. And then when you get that answer goes here, the hypotenuse, and then you would just take the hypotenuse plus 11.1 plus 22.1, and that'll be your answer. Next one, you have to measure the length of the Band-Aid. It's on the back page of your printed book, if you've got the printed version. Where did it go? Is it downloading? Oh, there it is. So measure the length of the Band-Aid. Now, I think the easiest way to do it, Band-Aid is here on page 2. I think the easiest way to do it would be to take a piece of paper and measure how long it is from here to here, and then transfer that over to here, and we want it measured in centimeters, so use the centimeter side of the ruler and measure it there. Otherwise, just cut them out. Cut out the ruler and use it to measure the length of the Band-Aid, and use it to measure the length of the merchandise stick. I'll show you that. That's on the other side here, the $1.68 merchandise stick. And I think that's it.